Hello everyone, my name is Anshul Kochar and I'm going to present a quiz presentation on the Blue Sky project. My enrollment ID number is 1536477 and this case presentation is for my paper MGSYS 302 20B Hamilton. So in this Blue Sky project, everyone have read the case study and most of them know about the case study. So instead of describing a lot about the case study, I want to start with some of the key factors that I noticed in this case study. And those some of the key factors are: first one I would like to say that that husband should hold close meetings. And why I said that he should hold close meetings because then only that he should recognize people for their actions. What Hudson was lacking there while being a project manager was that he was not giving credit or any any credits to the team members, whereas he should recognize their potential and their action for what they were doing. And the second thing which I could say is that he should be like more engaging with Grant. He should make better relations with Grant because we all know like Grant did some pretty good work, and those who are leaders, they have to be direction oriented. And what Hudson was lacking was like he was acting more like a team player than a leader, which was not good for him as well as for the team. Then the third I would like to say is the strategic collaboration with the core team. So why is it? Because those who are leaders, they should be orientated, like they should be direction orientated, oriented than the like task oriented. So what he was trying to do is he was going after the task, then building up a team. And moreover, like Hassan was not a people person, that was very obvious, but he should involve more with individuals. Otherwise, it would be difficult for him to manage a team. He should work more with individual and he should like invest more time with Grant and provide more direction to his team to get better results. So these are some of the key factors which I found in this case study regarding Hector. So after this, we have three main questions. The first one is, if you were Hudson, how would you respond to the director? So after after reading the case study, what I believe is that if I were Hudson, what I would have done is I would remind the director the purpose he was hired for. So we all know that Blue Sky project was done to cut down the headcount number, like to reduce the headcount. So his like no doubt that Hassan expertise was and will be a key to implementing future projects effective and accurately, but he still needs to remind the director about his potential and the purpose why he was hired for. He needs to tell him that his expertise was an ace for their game and that it should be utilized properly. Then after that, it was like he was hired for his project, for his job, so he should be very much informed and he should show what he is capable of. Then next one I could say is importance, like he should show the importance of his role in the project for successful team. So in this, I could say is like he should basically just tell him, just show that his role is too important for the success of the team. He should he should display it to the team, to the director. And what else I can say is that like he should recognize the area of improvement and provide solutions. He should recognize the area of improvement as like and that he should like as when he recognizes the area of improvement, he should work on it and that he should not just work with Grant. Like Grant is more favorable than Hudson. That's just because Grant is much more than a leader than what Hudson was. So Hudson needs to be more into the game and that he should identify specific action and should be more interpersonal and should have more interpersonal approach is what I would like to say, yeah. Because Hudson was not much into the he was not involved much with his team. He was just more of a task person than a team leader. So he should be much more into the team, and this is what he should like his respond to the lecture should be. The next question, what I would say is, like what they asked is, what mistakes did Hassan make? So the first and foremost mistake that Hassan did was lack of leadership skills, and it is like one of the biggest mistakes he did because, like, if there is no leadership skills, then how can you lead a team? And in this case, leadership skills were not visible. Influence was reducing over time, and it would die if this was supposed to happen. Second, I would second thing I would like to say is direction should be more transparent as well as communicative. Like it's obvious, like the direction should be much more transparent and communicated, as he should study and manage the direction of entire team. If we talk from his staff and wanted to be a team member than a team leader, and that was not good for the team. He should act more like a team leader than a team member. Otherwise, the whole ship will sink. The next thing I could say is lack of problem solving or lack of problem solving ability. So yeah, it's like very evident that he can't solve problems, and not much, but like we could say like Hassan was not much of a help, and the problems solved related to a specific task. Like he is to just solve the problems which are related to his task, not as a like he was not solving the problems of a bigger picture. He was much more into his own task, his own project, so he was much more trying to solve their problem than as a big picture. And Grant was solving more problems than Hudson ever did, so it was not a good thing for them. At the end, we could say that there was lack of communication also and interaction with the team. They needed improve, like Grant needed to improve. Hudson left most of the communication. I'm sorry, Hudson needed to improve because he left most of the communication to Grant, which was not an ideal thing for a leader to do when he was leading a team. So, like with this, his influence was actually reducing with the team, which was not good for him as well as for the team to achieve the goals. The last question, which I think they asked was lessons to be learned from this case. So some of the lessons that I learned from this case was communication skills are an important attribute that a leader possesses. Why I said that? Because when he encountered problems, he never addressed them carefully. He regulated actions with all team. He should have regulated actions with all his team members. He should have taken their advice and everything, but he never addressed it carefully. Hassan should involve more with his team to improve his communication skills with them. And see, it was not visible that he was a leader for the team. He should work on that. Second is that directing is different. So directing requires leadership, enabling and empowering teams, then completing a task. He should actually empower a team. His main purpose was his individual task, which was not good. And Grant was more of a leader than Hudson ever was. So he should actually be much more engaged with Grant and learn two or things, one or two things from him. The last thing I would like to say is interaction with team should be constant and effective. That's because if there is no effective communication or interaction with the team or constant interaction with the team, it is going to be bad for the team overall because he needs to involve more, he needs to interact more to achieve his goals, to show his worth. And if he continues to do this, the same things he did, his days are very limited in the company, and he should understand that, and he should work more on that. So basically, at the end, all we could, like the one main thing we could conclude is that Hassan needed to be more like Grant, and if not even like Grant, he needs to change his approach. I mean, it's good to be an individualist, but when you are a team leader, you have to act like a team leader. You cannot be a individualist or a team player. You are a team leader. He should act like one, and take he should make the team as a priority than his individual tasks, which was, I think, one of the reasons that he was acting like this, and that he should work on that all those communication skills and all his directing skills to achieve more goals in the limited time. So with this, I would like to end my presentation. I hope you all like it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.